Alright, forgive me for the Tyrone Biggums get up. I just had to make this more of a PG film, and since normally I do this in my underwear, I just wanted to get some clothes on to cover up.
Eric White-Stormer.
Awesome music.
And in those days men shall seek death.
But not anything that I was going to care about getting all kinds of garbage in. So, I just wanted to show all my dudes out there that you don't have, if you shave your head, you do not have to get a haircut. You don't have to pay 20 bucks, 30 bucks. You don't even have to pay $10. As the man child I am, I hate going and getting my hair cut. But of course, we have to do this to look the part. So I choose, that's a man child way of keeping your house smelling super fresh. That's my robot. But I have to dedicate this video to a fellow man child by the name of Bear. His real name is Brandon. A good friend of me and my family, my brothers, my brother has passed away. But we spent a lot of time with him, and one of the things, he was a lot younger than us, but one of the things I saw him do, is the first time I ever seen anybody do it, was I watched him shave his own head, and I was like, my mind was blown, because it came out looking nice. Now, he even did some stuff to his hair. He faded it a little bit. I'm not going to do that. I just want to show you guys that it's not that big of a deal to do it yourself. Now, if you have a job and you don't, they don't want you going completely bald, what I would normally do back in the office before furlough is I would use a number 2. That's still incredibly short. And that helped me to, still feel like I was getting that really, really clean shave. But you can also use, a number 4 will give you about what I have here. So, yeah, that's about a number 4 right there. But today, we're going down to the bare bones. We're going no guard. The only thing I want to cover is my beard, because of course this is the money maker right here. So I got to keep the money maker intact. See how easy that is? Now, make it even easier if you're, I'm looking at the mirror behind my camera so that I can see. But to make it even easier is if you can do this in your underwear, because there's going to be more hair for me to clean up. Of course, I love you guys, and I'll do it for you guys. I'll make a mess and clean it up for you guys. But I know for some people they're just gonna go, big flipping deal. You took out an electric razor and you shaved your head bald. Back when I first heard it, this is just a few years before I got married. Worked at a company that my friend was opening up, and I was helping him out. I was a foreman on the truck, on the jobs. And we didn't have a lot of money. Me and my wife didn't have a lot of money back then. And so when I saw this, that I could look clean, cut, and fabulous, and just seeing someone do it, that wasn't like a hairdresser. You know, because my dad, I have a great dad, and you know, it was, you know, kind of a thing going to get our hair cut. When I first started getting my hair cut, we'd go to this guy. His name was George, I think. It's been such a long time. I can't believe I forgot his name. I don't think I did. I think his name was George, and he had been cutting my father's hair. So he gave us our first haircuts. Now I know a lot of the African American families still keep that tradition. You know, the barbershop for the guys is a thing. Well, when I was a kid, it was. I mean, he was like, you know, we went and saw the family doctor, we went and saw the family dentist, we went and saw the family hair cutter, and in my innocent mind, they were probably making all the same money. Matter of fact, the barber was probably more important because you could see his results. But yeah, and a lot of our friends went to the same place. So I grew up with an idea that, you know, you just didn't do this. And then of course when I got older though, you know, into my teens and late teens, we moved to Florida. You know, having 4 grown bellies to feed, my parents were as, you know, as careful with their money as possible, and so my dad started cutting our hair, and of course, that's not something you want to tell your friends. But yeah, so I knew that there was a possibility, but could it be done by me? Certainly not. Could it be done by like someone that I hung out with that didn't like have hair cutting as like their hobby or their specialty? I mean, having a friend who could use a pair of clippers was kind of like having a friend who could do tattoos, you know, in my mind. Well, and still, people who you know, real hairdressers, real people who cut, you know, I just recently heard hair, because on YouTube you can see everything now, some barbers, you know, talking about some of the different things they do and some of the different trouble spots on hair that they have. And yeah, I would never think of a lot of the stuff that they were talking about. But when Bear took out that pair of clippers, I was like, "What you doing?" He's like, "I need a haircut." I was like, who's coming over to do it?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it." He's like, "You're gonna help a little bit." I was like, "Dude, I don't know how to do that." He's like, "What do you mean? You just put it over your hair." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I don't know anything about it." And he's like, "Don't worry about it." And the way he used what I refer to as a scrubbing technique, which is kind of what I'm doing now. And you just scrub. Now, in my advanced years, I'm really careful about damaging my skin and stuff like that by scratching up. But a little bit of this is actually some, you know, removes a lot of the dead skin on your scalp if you have it. And I use, you know, medicated shampoo just to keep my scalp healthy and stuff. Because, you know, my scalp's always, even when I have hair, it's just a little bit. But yeah, so I watched Bear scrub his head with a razor with a number 3, and then he went around the sides with a number 2, and then I think he like faded it down. But yeah, that was a life changer for me. And I haven't, now I've been to hairdressers since then, like on special occasions, if my hair gets really long and then I have like something important, like an important meeting, or, you know, something like that, or if I'm speaking at a conference or something like that. In the past, I would have done it, but even now I'm so used to this look, and people who know me are so used to this look, that it's really not a big deal to have it. So if you ever wondered about it, and like I said, as a late teen, early 20, late teens I think is when he did it. I said right before I got married, right? Yeah, it was right before I got married, had my first kid. I guess I was like 18 or 19. And yeah. So this is, now I'm doing the scrubbing technique just because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm going to have to go in the mirror and look at the back. The back is always a little tricky. Yeah, I look like Tyrone Biggums right now. This is my stained white t-shirt. There we go. Just about done here. I haven't scarred the beard. Haven't jabbed myself. Or dug too hard into my ears or gone over a... I don't think I went over a... Yeah, didn't go over any eyebrows. So I'm gonna have to clean it up and everything, but that's it. That's it. Done deal. So if you want to save yourself 20 or 30 bucks, because nowadays that's what it is, and you generally just give yourself have them give you a close shave, and maybe they, you know, brush it with a brush and, you know, snip, snip, snip on it, but it comes out looking like it's all the same length, you know, basically. It's real easy to do yourself. Class dismissed.
Eric Weinsdorfer.
Awesome music. And in those days men shall seek death